guys, welcome back. So it's been a long time, I think. Well, it's been like 3 weeks, I guess, because that's when I recorded the last video. It was the Schnauzer I did about 3 weeks ago. So it's been a little bit, but a lot has happened. A lot has happened. So I got a new dog. This is Stevie. She's a Chihuahua mix. I don't know what she is. I got her from the shelter. But I was looking for something small because Derek and I broke up, so I don't have Rocco anymore, and he was the reason I didn't have a small dog, because he was like highly aggressive towards small dogs. So anyway, now that I don't have Rocco anymore, I decided I really wanted a small dog. I was really lonely being alone all the time, basically, because I work alone and then I come home and I'm alone. So I get very fucking lonely. So I was like, alright, I'm getting another fucking dog. So we broke up sometime in like April, really. It was just a lot of things had been going downhill for like a really long time. I think I checked out maybe 2-3 years ago. I don't know, probably somewhere around that time. Things had just gotten so bad that I didn't see any hope of fixing it, and I just, instead of like breaking up and like doing the responsible adult thing, I just kept it going because I don't know, I guess I'm bad at breaking up with people. I don't know, but yeah, it just went on for way too long, and there was just like way too many problems. And then after we broke up, I found out a bunch of stuff I didn't know about that had been going on behind my back, and it's just not a good situation. And it's so hard, like, because I still miss him so much, and like I have days where I just want to like text him and be like, okay, come over, but like I know I can't. It's just too far gone. And it's like, and I knew, like I said, we broke up probably almost 2 months ago at this point. We broke up actually before our 6-year anniversary. We actually weren't talking on our 6-year anniversary. He ended up like texting me that night, and we talked a little bit, but like we were arguing. We didn't see each other that day, and I don't think we saw each other until maybe like a week later. I don't remember. It was just, but that's kind of how it went. It was just bad. It was toxic, like, for both of us, I'm sure, because like I said, I checked out, and then I don't know, I'm not trying to come on here to slam him. I'm just you guys have been part of my life, so I was dating somebody, and now that I'm single, I feel like you guys have the right to know that. Like I said, I'm not going to sit here and slam him and be like, here are all the problems I had, because like I said, I was no fucking perfect person. Like, I was hardly a girlfriend anymore by the last year, especially the last 6 months. I wouldn't even really say I was like a girlfriend anymore. It was just like, I was there. I was paying for everything. Well, yeah. I like I said, I wasn't gonna release any details, but yeah, that was one of the problems, was that like I was paying for like everything. So that was like kind of a huge issue. There was a lot of problems, you guys. That's just the reality. There's a ton of problems. So anyway, it didn't work out. It sucks. I'm lonely. And that's pretty much been the last like couple of weeks. I guess, yeah, like the last time I made a video, we were already broken up. So I don't know. It's hard to even think, like, because it's been so long. Like I said, I probably should have made this video sooner, because now I feel like I've like said everything time and time again, and now it's like, yeah, we broke up. Yeah, I'm single. It's not really what I thought I'd be doing at 27 years old. I'll be 28 in September. I didn't expect to be single. I thought I would be like, I don't know, married, maybe having kids, maybe at least engaged, definitely dating somebody. So yeah, it's I'm still swallowing it, and I don't know. I tried to kind of get back out there a little bit. I tried to go out on a date, and it was just like, I guess I'm not ready. That's kind of the vibe I got. Oh, and I'm going to Burger King right now, by the way. I'm about to order, so you're gonna know in a minute anyway, so I figured I'd mention that. But yeah, that was And there's nothing wrong with the guy. Like, he was so nice. It was just me, you know? I can just tell I'm not ready. So yeah. Also, I don't think I've, like, even really got to tell you guys, like, a couple weeks before me and Derek broke up, actually, not even, like, it was maybe the day, I think we got in our first, like, because, like, it was, like, a chain of fights that, like, finally broke us up, and I think the first fight happened right after, like, the day after I found out my Nana had cancer. And like I said, I don't want to slam him, so it's, like, hard to, like, really explain, but, like, basically, he tried to pull some shit the next morning, and the reason I got so mad was, like, I was like, I just found out my Nana had cancer, and you're really trying to pull bullshit right now. Okay. To watch Stevie, I'm scared she'll jump out. So I keep her, I've got her leash on her, and I just hold her. And I know it's not safe for her to ride in my lap. I know that. And I need to get her like a little car seat or something to put her in, or a little crate. I will do that. But she was kind of a spur of the moment decision. Kind of, but kind of not, if that makes sense. Because I had wanted a small dog, and just wasn't able to get one. And then, like, you know, I realized, like, okay, Rocco's gone. I don't want them to come back. I love Rocco. Like, I don't want it to make it, it's nothing to do with Rocco. Never has been. But Rocco is Derek's dog, so he went with Derek. And just like if, you know, me and him had broken up when he was living at his dad's house, Max and Luna would have come with me. It's the same thing. So Rocco went with him, and, you know, I love Rocco. I wish him well, but, you know, kind of working with dogs too kind of helps with that. Like, you have to accept, like, I remember when I left my first daycare dog, I was like, or my first daycare job, it was really hard. I missed a lot of the dogs. You get so attached, but I've been working with dogs for about 7 years now, and I've kind of learned, like, they're not all yours. Like, there's obviously some that are really special, but, you know, you kind of have to learn, like, this isn't my dog. And I always knew that with Rocco, that he wasn't my dog. Hey, can I get Impossible Whopper with cheese and no mayonnaise? The meal with a Sprite? Medium, please. And 8 pieces of the jalapeno cheddar bites. And no, that's all. Thanks. I could have sworn it was like 11:11 or something the one time I came through. Maybe I didn't get a drink. That's probably what it was. Because sometimes, oh, and I shouldn't have. I'm stupid. I do have drinks at home. Oh well, whatever. Sometimes it's nice to get a good fountain drink, you know. It's a little different. I have canned soda at home, so it's a little different. So much, like, oh, that's for my mom. Okay. But yeah, basically my point is like, I've just realized, like, you know, when, like, a dog is not my dog, it's like, you know, like, it's just different. And it always felt different with Rocco. I tried really hard to treat him exactly how I treat mine, but it was hard some days, like, you know, because Rocco was Derek's dog. Like, Derek never really trained him, and he didn't really listen very well, and he kind of had a lot of quirks. Like I said, he couldn't be around small dogs, really any other dog, but specifically small dogs. Like, he would freaking kill them. And I don't know, that it was tough. It was a tough situation. Because, you know, I'm a dog person. Everybody wanted to bring their dogs to my house. I'm like, oh, you can't, because Rocco would kill them, you know. So yeah, it's hard, you guys. Like, I fucking hate being single. I really do. And I know my fucking ass, if the right guy walked in right now, I'd be taken again immediately. But the one thing that is different this time is that I am looking for the right guy. And, like, that's also, like, I was proud of myself for, like, going on that date and, like, realizing, like, you know, this guy is so freaking nice. Like, And that was the thing, like, literally, I told my mom, I need to stop waving my card around, but I told my mom, I was like, I just think he's, like, too nice. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was like, I'm gonna ruin this poor boy. Like, he's too sweet. Like, just too sweet. And I like a little spice in my life, you know what I mean?
Hey, honey, 11.75.
Thank you.
Are you gonna be able to eat your food?
Maybe. I might have to share.
Well, if they're anything like mine, you're lucky if you get the tiniest bite.
Yeah, exactly. Yep, that's them. That's my straw. Thank you.
All right, honey, we're waiting for your Impossible. Can I get you to pull up there? We'll
Yeah.
bring it out.
Thank you.
Thank you, honey.
On Stevie Nicks. I don't even think I said what my dog's name is. I'm so sorry. So let's do a proper introduction. This is Stevie Nicks. She has an underbite. You can see. Here, I thought somebody's coming. They're gonna be like, what the fuck is this bitch doing? You have to see her underbite because it's great. Ready? It's just I love it. So Stevie was not used to being around other dogs. She lived with like 2 small dogs, but I don't even know if she'd ever seen a big dog. So I noticed when I picked her up from the shelter, she was like sitting with me while I was filling out the paperwork, and there was like this guy that was adopting this like younger lab, and it was being like super crazy and just like hyper and whatever, and she was like growling at it, and I was like, oh no, like this is gonna be bad. Like, she's not gonna like my big dogs. And she didn't. And I mean, she's still like dealing with them. I've had her for less than a week. I got her last Friday and today's Thursday, so tomorrow will be 1 week. So the fact that she's even able to be around the other dogs is pretty incredible. I had her with Max and Luna by the end of the first night. I actually didn't plan on doing that. I was gonna wait until the next day, but then like it's so hard with having this little one versus like what I'm used to with like my bigger dogs. It's hard to stop her from going in rooms sometimes. Like, she's so good at wiggling through really quick. She's only 10 pounds. She's like tiny, and she's got this like little tiny body, and she can like squeeze through things so good. So anyway, it just got to the point where I was like, she's gonna end up in the same room with them anyway, and I knew they would be fine with her. It was her I was worried about with them because she was acting so aggressive to that lab. Well, I shouldn't say it like that. She wasn't acting like super aggressive, but she was like growling. But yeah, whenever I first got home, I was like holding her, and I needed to let the other dogs out, so I was like holding her, and I was kind of just trying to get them to run past real quick, and they tried to jump up and see her, and she lost it. So we dealt with a little of that, and I just had to like just put her on the ground and like basically show her like, you are not in any danger, you're fine. And basically I just keep doing that. And in my Instagram I said I like threw her to the wolves. That's basically what I did. I just threw her in with Max and Luna and was like, you're just gonna learn that they're not gonna hurt you and that you're fine. And she sometimes, like I said, she still has like days where she's like, no, fuck them. And I'm like, no, you're gonna deal with them. That they're your siblings. You live with them now. Because I knew by the end of the first night that I was not bringing this dog back. At first, I was like, I mean, you know, it's like I have 2 dogs. So the reality is if I got her home and she hated the other dogs so much that she like could not be happy in my house, then I would have had to take her back. But I kind of knew, I was like, I'm gonna have to just like work with them, because she's like so scared, and like now she's like super attached, and I don't know, it's just the thought of like bringing her back, like I couldn't do it. There's no way. So I kind of knew, like I said, I knew by like the end of the first night. I was like, well, I guess you're staying. And we just worked it out. They said she's like a year old. I don't know. I feel like she could be older than that, but she's still pretty young. I can't tell. Like, she still looks young, but I don't know if I would say she's right out a year. She's probably close to, maybe a little over a year. I don't know. They didn't really know very much about her. I didn't feel like her last owners. Like, they had her out in a fenced-in enclosure. That's like another reason it's such a miracle that she's so good with my dogs, because they just had her living outside in like a fence. She like had never had a rabies shot. She'd never taken flea or heartworm medicine, nothing. Like, she literally just like lived in somebody's backyard. So the fact that she's like not, like, I can even touch her is like insane. Like, when I walked up to her at the shelter, I thought, you know, most little dogs will growl, bark, whatever. She didn't even do that. She just like wagged her tail, like, help me. So I was like, okay, cool. I just looked at her and I was like, I'll take her. So I'd actually had my eye on another one. They had 4 Chihuahuas, right? And I wanted this one. It was a tan Chihuahua. It lived with her, right? So, and then there was one more that didn't live with them. So there was 2 that looked just like her. There was one that, her, and one that was identical, a tan one, and then there was another one that said it was black, but I didn't even get to see it. It was there so quickly and in and out that, I didn't even see it. But anyway, so I had my heart set on that tan one, and that was the dog I was going to see. And right now at the Humane Society, because of everything going on, like, you can't just like go in and look at animals like whenever you want. You have to actually schedule an appointment. So I had to schedule an appointment like 2 days after these dogs got here, and the little dogs go so fast. And I was like, there's no way I'm getting one. So I kept the appointment just in case. I was like, even if I get there and they've all gone, then I'll at least go look around, see if there's anything I want. If not, I will I'll just reschedule. Like, they were giving you this option that if you didn't find anything, you could like reschedule and come back a day, like the next week or something. I was literally going to do that because, like I said, the tan one was gone, the black one I didn't get to see was gone, and then when I got there and I was sitting outside waiting to go in, I saw somebody with the other one of these. So I was like, okay, there's possibly one small dog left. And then they came out and I was like, I really specifically want a small dog, because Luna's not great with big dogs. She's very picky. Like, she likes some big dogs, but not all big dogs. And because of that, they're really taking a long time, aren't they? Been sitting here forever. I'm like starting to wonder, like, did they forget about me? I really am kind of wondering. I'll give it a little bit longer, and then I'm going to drive around again and be like, is my food still coming? I better see, yeah. Okay. So weird. Anyway. Now I'm so distracted, like wondering, like, did they even get my food? You know, roll my window up so Stevie doesn't try to jump out. It'll be easier anyway. But yeah, so I was like, yeah, I just really specifically want a small dog. So, you know, whatever small dogs you have right now. And she just walked me up to Stevie, and I saw Stevie in there. And like I said, she was like, had her little head down, and she was wagging her little tail. She was like, Mrs. Yeah. And so I was like, I just looked at her, I was like, yeah, I'll take her. And she was like, like, do you want to hold her? And I was like, I mean, sure, but like, I'll take her, you know, whatever. We went and sat in the little room, and she was like really unsure of me for a minute, and then finally she came up and she let me pet her, and then finally she let me hold her, and then we just kind of progressed from there. And then she got like too clingy for a second. Oh,
I apologize.
No, that's no problem.
The broiler is messing up.
That's no problem.
So, for your waiting as long as you did, here's a free birthday pie.
Oh, thank you.
And an extra fry.
Thank you so much. You guys,
Now you gotta get something else to eat.
there you go. Thank you. You have a good one. That was so nice. They gave me a pie and extra fries for the dogs. Like, what? That was so nice. Okay. See, I shouldn't have complained about waiting. That was rude. It wasn't that big of a deal. It's not like I'm in a damn hurry. You know, you do stuff like that, you're like, what the fuck's wrong with me? What am I even complaining for? I was fine. It's not like anything else was going on. Let's see. They're a little hot. I got these fucking plates in the back. Like dinner plate. Yeah, these are hot. I can't give these to the dog yet. But anyway, I got these dinner plates and that's what's rattling back there. But yeah, okay. So, back to her paperwork. While I was sitting there, I started reading through her paperwork. And it said she wasn't potty trained, she lived in a fence, she'd been around other dogs, but they didn't know shit about her. Basically, most of the answers they just left blank. Like, they literally just didn't know. And she was down as not potty trained. This fucking dog is potty trained. Like, if you take her out to go to the bathroom, she goes to the bathroom. To me, that's potty trained. She doesn't alert when she has to go out. I don't care. Neither do my dogs. I just let them out like a million times a day and they're fine. So, she did have her first accident last night. Like I said, I went out on a date, and then he came over to hang out a little bit after, and she was not, like, I just knew. I could have tried to take her outside, and she would have stayed, like, pretty much sitting on my feet, because that's what she does. Like, when she's not comfortable, she stays, like, right next to me, and she wouldn't have gone to the bathroom anyway. So, I should have tried to make her go after he left, and then I was lazy, and I didn't do that, so she pooped in the house, so that was my fault. This dog, she's potty trained. I don't give a fuck what her old owners said. Her old owners, like I said, didn't know shit about her. So, like I said, I don't. Pretty much whatever they said was, you know, like they did say that she was fearful, like she's shy. I'm like, well, yeah, you fucking never socialized her or even spent time with her. Of course she's fucking shy. She's already a breed that's more likely to be that way anyway. I get so mad at people. But I don't know why I'm mad, because if they treated her good and were good dog owners, then she wouldn't be mine right now, so I shouldn't be mad. Just like I shouldn't have been mad that my fucking, my food took too long. It didn't even matter. It didn't even matter. And then I got extra fries and a pie. I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna eat all of this. But it was super nice. Because normally, I get the Impossible Burger and the cheese bites, the cheddar cheese bites, and that's it. It's good. But this time I wanted the drink, so I got the meal, and that was already more than I was probably gonna eat. But yeah, so I don't know. I guess that's really. Really, I don't want to say it, like, for some reason trying to say that's really it is like not coming out, like it doesn't want to, because I guess that's not it. I don't know, but basically that's what's been going on with me. And Nana has cancer. She has breast cancer. I don't think I mentioned that. It has already spread. Stage 3. They're just doing what they can. They said with these medications they're giving her, because she's not going to be able to go through chemo. Basically, the pill that she's taking, though, is like kind of a form of chemo. So it will, like, probably thin her hair some. Luckily, she's got a thick head of hair, so hopefully it won't be that bad. And she's going to do that, but no surgeries, no radiation, that kind of stuff. I don't actually know everything that they do for cancer, but I know that she's taking a pill. So that's probably the biggest thing, is my Nana has cancer. And then me and Derek broke up after 6 years. And then I got Stevie. And now it's just us 3 in the house, and just a lot of me trying to get used to being by myself. So, just rolling with the punches, y'all, as I do. But I feel like now, I did want to kind of explain, like, where I'd been. So there's a reason I haven't been uploading, and that's pretty much it, was that I haven't been in the right headspace. I've actually tried to film a couple of videos. They didn't come out how I wanted, and I just ended up deleting them. I was in such a bad headspace. Well, I still, like, I wouldn't say I'm in a good headspace now. I'd say I'm better. I'm getting there, but definitely still work to do. So anyway, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this little catch-up video. I know some of you guys like these little videos, others probably don't, but I guess it doesn't really matter. But this is for the people that care what's going on with me. Yeah, I love you all very, very much, and I appreciate that you guys even watch my videos. It's like so bizarre that anybody watches them, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, sometimes I think I'm so boring, and I'm like, I don't understand why people want to watch me, but I'm fucking so glad they do. It makes me feel really special that people like would care to watch my videos and me rambling for 25 minutes about my life. You know, so yeah, life's crazy sometimes, but I love you guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye.